Is it good?
Well, you can check.
Do we press it on here?
Yeah, we could do. The TV.
Stream. Oh, I think we are. So, yes.
Something's happening. Let's set it up then.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there you are.
Can you see me, Mum? Hey! Mum can see us.
Cool.
Okay, so can 9 other people. Hello, everyone.
Cool. Alright. Oh my gosh, we got 61 people watching us.
61?
Well, I don't know whether that's maybe total, but... Oh, watching now, 10.
Oh,
Well, hello everyone. Right then. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, hi, Jab. Can they talk to us?
There should be a chat.
Can anyone talk to us on the thingy? Can everyone hear us?
Okay.
Hi, Steves. Oh, should I turn the Wi-Fi off? I'll turn the
Oh yeah,
Wi-Fi
good
off.
shout.
Do you want to put data on that?
Yeah. How do I do that?
You just turn off that and then data's on.
Sweet. Alright.
Okay. Is it good?
Yeah,
Is it working?
I think so.
I'm scared it's not working. Do-do-do.
I think should we just go for it?
Yeah, you reckon?
Maybe.
Why isn't it connecting on here? No.
Maybe it's worth putting the Wi-Fi on that one.
I don't want to mess up that one. Okay.
Hello everyone.
Wait, we have to look there.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, look, we are.
Oh yeah. Alright, well.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's go. Okay. Okay. So, we're going to start in child's pose. So you're going to start at the back of the mat with your mat or carpet or bed, whatever, wherever you are in your nest doing your yoga. And also, don't do anything that your body doesn't want to do. You know more about your body than I do. Jay, I'm talking to you. Jay's in a neck brace. So
Yeah, goodbye.
please be careful, Jay. Everyone else should be okay. So we're going to start with our toes touching at the back of our mat, and you can have your your knees wide or your knees together, whatever's more comfy for you. And you're just going to come down, walk your hands down to the mat, carpet, whatever, and just relax. And you can have as many blankets or cushions or anything you need here. Just make sure you're as absolutely most comfortable as you possibly can be. And just gonna start to connect to your Just gonna start to connect to your body and to the ground. Feel your forehead on the ground. And start to take some nice deep breaths. 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 really just feeling where you're held by the ground. And held by the earth. I thought it'd be nice to make this practice about just going back to reset, because I don't know about everyone else, but I've been feeling quite chaotic with all the changes and all the crazy stuff that's going on at the moment. So I thought it'd be nice to take this time all together to just let ourselves completely drop into our bodies and completely let everything go and relax and just come back to square one and collect ourselves and collect everything we've learned from the last couple of weeks and use that to learn how we can move forward from now. But it's really important to take this time to just be like, I'm just gonna drop. And then whilst you're staying in child's pose, you're just, if you can, if it's comfortable, if not, don't worry, just stay where you are. You're going to bring one of your hands to the front of your forehead, so between the floor and your forehead. You can have it either with your palm on the floor or your palm to your forehead. And then if you can bring your other hand to the back of your head, or you can just keep your hand on your forehead, whatever's most comfy. And just keep breathing there. So hopefully what this is doing is just, it's like your hands have like magnets in them, and it's bringing all the blood back into all the important areas of your brain, so that you're taken out of being in a stress response and you can just clear your mind and be nice and still. And just seeing where in your body you're holding any tension that doesn't need to be there, that's not necessary. Maybe you're holding your jaw tight and it doesn't need to be. Or maybe your shoulders or your neck, your hands. Just see where you can relax, that where you've got your body in this position, in this structure, and within that structure, where can you just completely let go. Hi, Emily. Awesome. And just take one last big breath in and a big breath out. And then you're going to come forward really slowly. If your knees are uncomfortable on whatever floor you're on, use cushions, use blankets, just whatever. Just your comfort comes first before any of these poses. Okay, babe?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I was about to fall asleep then.
Okay, so now we're just gonna wake up our body a little bit. So I want this again to be really fluid, so just do whatever feels right for you, but with the support again. We've got our hands in under our shoulders and our palms nice and strong, and our knees under our hips. And from here you're just gonna move however you like, inhaling and exhaling, just like some of you might have done like a cat-cow thing, but try and just feel into your body and just let it go how it wants to go. So you can inhale to look up and exhale to look down, all around. And don't just do whatever we're doing, try and stop for a second and really feel where your body needs to go. And what's nice about doing this online is that you don't have to look at what anyone else is doing and no one can see you. Apart from me and Cam, because you can all see us.
Yeah, I feel quite watched.
It's chill. And you can get really creative. You might be feeling like being really still, and that's okay, or you might feel like moving in crazy amounts, and that's okay too. Just know that you're held by the ground and you're supported. And within that space, you can move however you want to move. Really just take time to just feel all the corners of your body. Nice, and then we're going to come back to all fours. And from here, you can just come back onto, so your bums down onto your heels, or if there's a more comfortable way, just as long as your upper body is upright, then your legs can be doing whatever they like. And you're going to bring one of your hands to your heart and the other hand to just over your belly button. And just close your eyes. And we're just going to set our intention for this space. To just know that we're held. To just drop in. I thought, usually I offer the space for people to set whatever intentions they like for this class, but I thought it was nice to all have the same intention, because it just reminds us that we're all really connected, even if we're self-isolating wherever we are. We're all doing this exact same position at the same time, and that's quite amazing. So just knowing that you're held in that web of interconnectedness. And then on your next inhale, you're going to come up. Come up, and again, it doesn't matter what your legs are doing really, as long as your upper body is straight. And then we're gonna, with our hands on our heart, just gonna open our heart to the world. With an inhale, you're just gonna lift your hands up, and exhale just to bring them down and keep them out wide. And then inhale back to your heart. And exhale. And again, inhale up. Exhale here. Inhale back. And exhale back to your heart. Just letting your heart be shared with everyone who's doing this with us. And one last time. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale back up. And exhale back to your heart. And then you can either stay up here or come back down, whatever's more comfy. And you're just going to start to, as if you have like big swan wings, you're just going to scoop, like you're scooping water and throwing it over yourself. And you can do one and then the other. We'll have to dance with it.
Yeah, we can do it the same way actually. That's quite nice.
Just do a couple of those. Again, really just feeling into your body. And on the next one, we're just gonna come down and we're gonna pause with it over our head just for a nice side stretch. Be nice and gentle, make sure there's nothing that's pinching or hurting, just only go as far as you can go. And inhale, straighten your arm nice and tall. Exhale down. And we're going to scoop the other arm. And inhale and exhale for a side stretch. So I'm going to check what we're doing next. Cool. And inhale, reach up. Exhale down, and from here you're going to come back forward into this child's pose. And just let out a big sigh. Whatever noises, you can make weird noises because we can't see you. Just check everyone's okay. Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking we should.
Hey.
That's alright.
Oh wow, hello everybody. Okay, and from here we're gonna do some nice flowy, so we're gonna inhale and just come forward into a kind of cobra, but again, don't let, if your lower back's hurting with this, then only go as far as you can go. You might come all the way down. Just experimenting with flowing in this direction, like forwards and backwards, with the support of your knees and your hands kind of staying where they are and just holding you in place. And maybe inhaling to go forwards and exhaling to go back. Maybe wiggling your way up. That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Just playing with your body, remembering to be playful. It's a very serious time. It's nice to just play. Just one more time. And when you're back in child's pose, you're just gonna make sure your knees are back below your hips. And we're gonna come up into a downward dog. So you're gonna tuck your toes under. Yeah, that's it. And then all your attention is gonna be on this bit, you can't see it, on your tailbone. Just really think about how your tailbone feels. And you want, it's as if your tailbone is becoming the top of a waterfall, and you're letting your waterfall go all the way down your back to your head. And don't worry about the legs at all. They can stay as bent as they like. Just work on making that spine nice and long so your waterfall is the most beautiful waterfall you've ever seen. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So you're gonna inhale and push up from your tailbone. And you can have your legs as bent as they need to be. Or you can start to just walk your feet out from side to side. Maybe coming from side to side again, just really fluid and nice. And again, remember these connections you have with the ground. You're being held, you're being supported in this pose with your feet and your hands. I'll just stay here a couple of breaths. And then we're going to start to walk our hands back to our feet and bend your knees as much as you need to here. Don't strain your lower back, just have your body nice and floppy. For just it's called ragdoll, so you're a ragdoll. So your whole upper body is just completely relaxed and just flopping around. Just letting everything go. And from here you're going to stay kind of down, and you can get your hands to sort of the top of your hips, and you're just going to drag your hands down your legs. And just imagine sending all of your tension is just going down your legs into the ground. The ground loves it. It can take it. You might want to hip tapping is quite nice. Tapping your back all the way down. Maybe up the insides of your legs, just like a nice tap. Just check what we're doing. Okay, and from here, you're gonna uncurl your spine. That's it. And we're just gonna do some kind of dropping out. So again, picture all of this tension, all of this having to keep going, the sense of keeping going, keeping calm and carry on, and all of this. You're just gonna drop it all out with a big sigh. Be careful if you're wearing a neck brace. Inhale, come up, evolve, come up and just grow again. And exhale, flop it all down. And again, just you're growing, you've lost that tension. And one last time, the big release. And we're going to grow when we've let go of it all. And just allow a big sigh, or maybe roll your shoulders. Just feel it all, it's all gone. Maybe you want to shake a bit, it's quite nice. Okay. And from here, you're just going to close your eyes and you're going to bring your awareness to your feet. And you might start, it's quite nice to start just rocking backwards and forwards, and side to side, and just like feel how that affects your balance and where your center of gravity is in your feet, where your feet are connected to the ground, where your roots are. Yawning is good. If you're yawning, that's good. Yeah, and just really feeling your center of gravity in your feet, and just visualizing these lines that come from here, and they're going all the way down into the ground, and they're going all the way down, and there's roots all into the earth, by the earth. And then on that note, we're going to just bring our hand to our heart and over our belly button again, and just remember this, where we were when the last time that we held our hands in this position. Really slow it down. And just remembering your intention to reset and to drop into your body and to know that you are held. With all these people doing this exact same gesture as you at the same time, all across the world. There's someone in Canada doing this. If my sister's watching, she's in New Zealand. That's quite cool. And just notice as well how supportive it is just to have your hand on your heart and your hand over your stomach. Like, even that makes you feel supported without anyone else needing to be there. And it's so simple. And connected to the ground. And then now that we've got that stability, we've found our center in our feet, we're gonna inhale and we're gonna do a little tree pose. So you can keep your foot down really low to the ground, that's perfect, or you can bring it up. Try not to have it over your knee, that's a bit dangerous, or if you like, you can bring it all the way up. It's up to you. I'm gonna go down. I'll demonstrate this one.
That wobble.
Be careful of your knee, babe. There we go. Yeah. Okay, and you're gonna bring your hands to your heart again. Maybe try and find a focus point, a still point. And we're just going to repeat this same gesture of heart opening that we did right at the start. So you're going to, with your hands on your heart, you're going to inhale them up to the sky. Maybe try and focus on a point. Well done. And exhale, just let your shoulders melt down your back. And inhale and exhale. And just hold it here for just a couple more breaths. Just see how focused this lets your mind become. How quiet and still. And then from here, you're going to bring your leg with as much control as you can, and you're going to pop it just like, so your legs are quite wide. Yeah, that's perfect. You're right. And from here, you can bring your feet out to the sides so that your toes are pointing outwards. I'll do it like this, maybe. And we're going to bend our knees, so we're like it's called Kali, it's like a goddess pose. You good? Yeah, so, and from here, it's just, this is another energy technique, so it's good for, your energies are important to be crossed over so that everything's flowing apparently. So we're just gonna start to work like this, just really gently. You don't need to go as far as you need to go.
That's nice.
Feel a stretch, feel it a bit strong in your legs, but just feel your energies crossing over. This is as strenuous as it gets. And from here, so you'll be here, we're gonna inhale and come to the front of our mat. Okay. And this time, first you're gonna find, you can't see our heads, but that's okay. You're gonna find where your feet are again, and just remember that connection with the earth that you've got, that you're supported by that. Take a breath. And we're gonna go for a tree pose on the other side, so it's your left leg this time, so you can bring it on the floor like this, up here, or even up here, wherever you feel today. I'm staying down here.
Should I hold on to it or let go?
I would be whatever's comfortable. You do you.
I'm gonna have to hang on to it.
You're gonna have to put your hands in your heart. And again, we're just gonna bring our hands to our heart. And stay focused. I'm just gonna check up. Everyone's okay?
Oh yeah, I turned off the Wi-Fi so it would stream nicely.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully everyone's okay. We don't know.
We can turn it on for a bit.
No, it's okay. I'll just hope for the best.
Alright.
Okay, and okay, and exhale, come down. Feel your feet on the ground, and you're just gonna gracefully, gently find your way to sitting down in your nest, however suits you. Just take a moment. It's a really simple posture. It's not a posture, but it's good to
Okay.
notice how different it feels to be standing to sitting down. Just that simple. It's so different. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's right.
And so here we're just gonna have a little massage. So you can give your feet a massage. If that's comfortable, Mom, I know you don't like that. You can just give your legs a massage. And really just let yourself enjoy your body. All the way up. How often do you just stop and give yourself a nice massage? That's nice. And now we're going to come into more kind of yin-y style. So we've done a little bit of movement. Now we're just going to do lots of flopping, which is always the best.
Yoga.
So from here, you're just going to keep your legs really easy. Some of you might be able to have them flat, but you're going to be here for just a little while, so we'll keep it nice and comfortable. And with all your blankets, you can have your blankets under your knees or sit on them or around you, your cushions, whatever. It's nice to have cushions. I'm going to cushion Cam up.
Okay.
Because we're just going to come into a really easy forward fold. So this is why it's nice to have your legs bent. Sometimes even up here it's really nice to, especially if you haven't got any props, because you can just drop like this. Are you okay to drop?
Yeah.
So you're just going to literally, there's no technical thing, just drop your body. Have you got enough pillows?
Yeah, I reckon.
Are you
Comfortable,
sure?
right?
You sure?
Do you want I'll have another pillow.
Well, it's up to you. Yeah, and you're just going to hang out there and just let yourself hang out like you're a teddy bear that's been left like this. I'm going to check this. Just make sure everyone can hear us. Hopefully that's a yes. Awesome. Just keep staying there. Just keep chilling out. Notice that your brain might be. Notice Cam's muddy feet.
Sorry guys.
Notice.
In the garden.
Your brain might start to wander to dinner or to things you have to do, and to thinking that it's pointless. Why would you just be hanging out in a position like this? It's not stretching much. And I don't know, that's where my brain goes anyway. But actually, how much time do we spend doing things compared to how much time we spend not doing things? And so maybe it is really important to give yourself space to just drop into this position and just know you're completely held, completely safe, and that you're all doing it together at the same time. And if there's any pain in your back, then put more pillows under, bend your legs more. Really, you don't want pain in this pose. It's a really restorative pose. I like to see it like it's like resetting you. Like this is what we're doing today. We're giving us all space to just reset and come back to where we were before all of this madness happened. With all this new experience we've had from all this madness to integrate. Notice if you're holding your hands tight, if you can just release them. Again, it's the same idea. You're in this structure. Your body's put you in this structure. Our Prime Minister has put us in this isolation. And so within that structure, where can we find the most freedom, and where can we be the most relaxed that we possibly can be? I'm going to check on everyone. Hopefully everyone's okay. I don't know. We'll just take a couple more breaths here. Just really seeing how you can deepen your breath. But not forcing it, just letting it happen. This is all just, you're completely passive now. You're just letting it all happen, knowing that you're here and you're safe. And you can slowly start to unwind, come up, come out. I'll take these. And just give your legs maybe a little pat. Any tension can go. Maybe you want to lean back. Just any little movement. Just take some time to just let your body reset, counter it a bit. Lie down if you like. And then we're just gonna do some nice rocking and rolling. This will be quite funny to watch. So you just rock. It might be really gentle, or maybe you just come down onto your back and you just have a really gentle rock from side to side. I can't see from. Open your legs, just rocking and rolling. Maybe you want a big strong rock, so just refresh, whatever suits you best. And when you're ready, we're going to come back down. And just take a second with your feet on the ground. And you're just going to feel what it's like to have your feet on the ground here. And again, you can come with your hand on your heart and over your belly button, just to remind yourself of that connection we made at the start and that intention we set to know that we are held and safe and supported. I am held. And now you're going to come up into a happy baby, if you like. So the full happy baby, okay, I'll just demonstrate it like this. Can you see? Yeah. So you're going to have your knees come down into your armpits, and you wrap your hands around the outer edges of your foot. And then from there, you're working your tailbone, just letting your tailbone release down to the ground. It's really nice for your inner thighs. If that feels too vulnerable for you or too tight for you, then you can have your hands here, you can bend your legs, you can have your legs together and just give yourself a big hug. Or you can just stay down like this. They're all doing similar things. How's that? We're going to stay here for a little while, so make sure that you're really comfortable. And again, it's about having that structure with your body to let the rest of you, all the other bits, just relax and release, knowing that you've got yourself, you're holding yourself. But there's no right and wrongs for how it looks. And obviously this is a bit of a stronger position than the forward fold we just did. So just notice how that feels and what it brings up for you. And notice how it feels to feel like a baby. I don't think that many of us have given ourselves space to feel like a baby over the last couple of weeks, because that would be a bit scary. But just know that there's all of us here right now, and
we're all babies.
We're all babies. Everyone has a baby in them, and it's nice to give your body that position to let yourself feel that baby and maybe tune into what it needs. I know I've been struggling to see the baby in me lately, but when I see it, I just see that it needs a big hug and that I can give it that hug, and that's okay. Maybe your baby's playful like my baby. And wants to roll about. Maybe from side to side is really nice. Just going from side to side, like you're rocking a baby. Whee! Just letting yourself, you're a baby, you're a child. There's a huge part of you that's a child, and that's beautiful.
Quite nice.
Just make sure you make some time as well for stillness in this pose. Just letting yourself release. Try and notice if your shoulders are getting tense from holding your feet, and see if you can just let them drop. Maybe they need a sigh to go with it, to just drop. Noticing where you can loosen your lower back and your tailbone, seeing if it can drop more down to the ground, where it doesn't need to be tense. And noticing what's coming out of the areas that are tense as well. And just a couple more breaths. I'll try and get this chart up. And then we're just gonna gently bring our legs back together and give yourself a big hug. Give that child the biggest hug, and know that that child is held and seen and safe, and it's seen by you, the rest of you, that knows that it's okay. And then from here, you're just gonna drop your arms, your shoulders down, so it's called cactus hands. But it's okay if this position doesn't work. You might want your hands over your hair. I'll do it sitting up so that you can see. It's kind of like having like your hands like this but on the ground, and then with an exhale you're just going to drop your knees down to one side. So yeah, this side. Yeah, and you can, if your shoulder comes off the ground, then support it so you can have a cushion under there if that's really comfy. You might be in a complete nest of cushions, that's awesome too. Or you can bring it to your chest so it's not just going crazy. And if this is really, really easy, it doesn't feel like you're opening anything, then you can cross your legs like this and around again like this if you want to, and within that twist, and that will just make it a bit stronger. But it's nice to be gentle. I think this is a really important time to remember to be gentle, so bear that in mind as well. Hope everyone's doing okay. And again, just noticing how you can release and reset. This is so amazing. There are 23 people here right now who have all taken the time to just drop in. Is that okay?
Yeah, no.
To just drop in and relax, and to recognize how important it is in this crazy time to take the time to stop. And release and take stock, ready to start again tomorrow.
What does your ceiling look like?
What does your ceiling look like? It was also new moon on Tuesday, which is a really cool thing because that's a really great time for new beginnings, and I think also this coronavirus is offering us
Brand new beginning.
a lot of chance for new beginnings. So now's your chance to collaborate and collect all of what you've learned, ready to
move forward.
To integrate it and move forward and
grab that new moon energy.
That gentle new moon energy that we've cultivated here. So on your next inhale, you can come back to the center, bring everything back to the center. Maybe move the pillow out and back, lying on your back still. And you're just gonna, once you feel centered again, on your exhale you can just drop your knees down to the other side. Again, if that's easy for you, you can cross your legs like you're sitting cross-legged. And then you just want to let your shoulder release down. You might need a pillow under your shoulder. Let yourself be really gentle. Just checking in on everyone.
How's everyone doing?
Hopefully okay, I think. Hope you're doing okay. And again, thinking about this idea of structures and all the different ways our society is making us bend at the moment and all the ways that we're having to conform to, but just like this pose right now, you're in a twist, but within that twist, how can you completely relax, and what is unnecessary tension and what can be dropped, what doesn't need to be there. Knowing that you're held by your own body. Tilly Tango 123. Do you know who that is?
Don't know.
Is that? That's my auntie.
Oh, nice.
The dogs are asleep with her.
Oh, good.
Couple more breaths here. Just letting yourself release. You're letting all of your front body release. That's nice. And inhale, come back to the center on your back.
Turn this above.
Gently, really gently. As Cam's demonstrating.
I have a tendency to get worked up during yoga.
And you're just going to give yourself on your back the biggest squeeze. Pull your shins into your chest and just hug, and just really thank yourself for this time, because that's an achievement. Hope Bailey's doing okay, Mum. And just once you've given yourself this huge squeeze, like squeeze as tight as you can, everything squeezed, like your toes, your feet, your calves, your hands, your bum, everything. And then you can just exhale and sigh it all out and bring your legs out and your hands out. And give yourself a big sigh and just relax. And one last time, if it feels comfortable for you, then do this. If not, then don't. But you can bring your hands to your heart and to your stomach, and you can just remember again that intention we set at the start, that you are held, to know that you're held. You've been held for the last 46 minutes and 46 seconds by all of these people with you who have been doing the exact same movements and are with you on this. And seeing that you're held by yourself. And take any blankets you need, any support you need, any cushions. Sometimes it's really nice to have cushions under your knees so that your knees come up. Not like that, like this. A bit under there. That can be really nice for your back or under your head. Blankets over you. We're just going to take some time to completely drop in and relax here. And you can keep your hands here if that's really supportive, or you can have them by your sides. Just completely let your body go. Would you like to? We're just going to take a couple minutes. This is Shavasana, so you're just completely relaxing. Improv. There you go. And again, if your mind starts to drift to making dinner or doing lots of other things, just remember how little time we spend doing nothing, and balance seems to be a really important thing in life, and so I'd recommend this. It's nice to try and take a yawn if there's a yawn in there somewhere. Just yawns are really good for releasing everything. Just letting it all go. Giving you this time to completely reset. Held by all of us. Ready to recalibrate. then you can stay here if you want to stay here. Maybe it's bedtime, whatever suits you best. But if you're ready to come out, you can just start to feel the ends of your fingers and the ends of your toes, and maybe start to bring some movement back into them. Conscious movement. Don't just move them because I told you to. Move them and see how it feels. And maybe you want to take some stretches. You've just woken up. You're a fresh newborn baby. How does it feel? How do you want to stretch? Maybe your hands over your head. Maybe a yawn, a sigh.
Stop suggesting this.
I'm not talking to you. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm not
I know.
Maybe your neck needs to come from side to side. Big stretch. You just woken up. Fresh. You're newborn. You're reset. You're ready to go. And then when you're ready, you can just roll over to one side. So you're going to curl up. Roll onto your side, and you're going to curl up like you're a fetus in a womb. A fresh newborn baby. And just, again, let yourself feel how supportive it is to hold yourself in this position. And that's you that's supporting you to do that. And then when you're ready, and with your eyes closed if you can start to gently walk yourself back up. And just come to a really comfy seated position. Whatever's comfy, maybe with a cushion, whatever feels right for you. And then with our eyes closed, again, we're just going to put our hand on our heart and on our navel and just really let that gesture concrete in, and know that you can take that gesture away with you and use it anytime that you want to use it, when you need to feel supported and held, and when you need to know that everyone is there with you in this web of interconnectivity that you've dropped into. And when you're ready, you can keep your eyes closed and rub your palms together really fast. Just going to bring some heat to your palms. And then just gently put them over your eyes. Cup your palms over your eyes. And there you can start to blink your eyes open. And bring your hands away. Bring your palms to your chest in a breath. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for doing the session. That was amazing.
Does anyone have any questions? You can type it on the chat, or if not, then we'll call it a day.
Yeah. Have a lovely afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, have a lovely evening. Be really gentle with yourselves. I've made you all really vulnerable, so
Thanks, Meg.
don't watch the news.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jev. Thanks, Liv. Thanks, everybody. All right.
Cool.
How do you stop it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Love you all.
Love you. Okay. There we go.
Stopped.
Yeah, it stopped. What's it saying?
Yeah, just saying thank you. Lovely, says Bailey.
Awesome. 20 viewers.
Yeah, that was
Wow, man.
Yeah, it's the biggest yoga class I've ever taught. Love the hand on the heart and tummy. Aw. Thanks, Auntie AJ.
Look how many views we've had all together.
Weird.
What?
Weird. Thanks.
Who's that?
That must be Izzy. Maybe.
I don't know. That's amazing. You are a yoga. By the way, I wasn't telling you not to do the thing. It was straight after you said not doing exactly what I say when I wiggle my fingers. I realised the instructions. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it, everyone. That was sick. Really good.
Oh, Lara came. Got a warm feeling. Oh, Grandma Lynn. Can they still see us?
Maybe.
Can
I
you
don't know.
Can you take off the, like, turn it off?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.